Uh, it's for the record, son. Yeah. Yeah.
It's for the record. I said it's for the record. Yeah, boy, it's for the record. And we all together. I said we all together. It's together, FTR. You know what we about. Yeah, boy, you know we about to let the knowledge sprout. We all together, it's together, FTR. You know what we about. Yeah, boy, you know we about to let the knowledge sprout. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nugs B, coming to you with For the Record, episode 25, with my boy Kool-Aid. You know
What's up?
You know we staying magical out here, baby. We killing it all day, every day. And I'm gonna start this one off by apologizing to everybody who watched the last episode and the episode previously, simply because I had never used the webcam to record yet. So it was a trial and error. It was a practice episodes. They ended up being laggy. I messed it up. But fortunately, I'm back on the phone right now, so that's cool. No big deal. Back to normal, business as usual. I'll figure out the webcam. Excuse me. We're going to be getting a new webcam, actually. But yeah, I just wanted to apologize for that. Sorry, guys. Shout out to, Lambo First Blood Part 1, for being on the last episode, killing the game with me. But I'm going to go ahead and get it started, baby. So here we go. On this day in entertainment history, June 17th, 2008, with the Carter 3, Lil Wayne becomes the first artist since 50 Cent in 2005 to sell more than 1 million copies of an album in a single week. 7
That's
days.
ridiculous, man.
7 days, bro. Dropped the Carter 3, sold 1 million copies. Dude.
Hey, that album was fire, though.
Dude, Lil Wayne was on fire in 2008. No Ceilings came out in 2008 as well. And the thing is, here's the thing, bro. That's just people who bought it. Think about the people who pirated it. You got it for free. All the people that were on LimeWire back then, and getting getting bootlegs off of the internet, and people people selling them bootlegs of, burnt CDs and stuff. It's legit, man. 1 million copies he sold in the first week, bro. It's crazy.
Yep.
But anyways, excuse me. Entertainment history, June 17th, 1972.
72?
Grateful Dead keyboard player and founding member Ron Pigpen, I don't even know how you say his last name. Is it McKernan? I don't even know. I've always just known him as Pigpen. Plays his last show with the band at Hollywood Bowl concert. Health problems force him to stop touring, and he dies in March 1973 at age 27. So he died shortly after that.
27 Club, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. June 17th, 2008, Katy Perry's major label debut album, One of the Boys, is released, featuring the hit single, I Kissed a Girl. It's not her first album. In 2001, she released a gospel album under her real name, Katie Hudson. So I was not aware of that. I didn't know that was her real name, and I didn't know she had released an album previously. I didn't know it was gospel. It's pretty cool. I love Katy Perry, man.
I know she came from a real Christian family.
I didn't know that. I don't know too much about her, honestly. I really don't. I haven't done a lot of research on her, and I haven't really paid attention, I guess, to a lot of things she's done. Like I said, besides her music, I love her music, obviously. So yeah, that's for the entertainment history, baby. So next, we got the brand new segment, Server Life, baby. So for all you people out in the food industry, one thing I wanted to touch on today is $5 is not a tip unless your bill is $20 or under. Just in my opinion. I feel like if you leave me $5, that's just disrespectful in my opinion. Unless your bill's $20 or under. I feel like, if you get a $20 tab, $5, I'm not too mad about it. I'm not heated about it.
I mean, I tip according to service.
Very true.
If I'm sitting there and I've been there for an hour and only had one drink.
Sure.
I mean, I understand, you guys get busy.
People get busy, yeah.
You get busy.
Sure.
I understand that happens. I've had friends, family in the food business for ever now.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're not going to be coming to me with a smile, I understand you're busy. I understand, you know, stuff happens.
Yeah.
But
Even if you're not coming with a smile, like pretty much what you're saying is just be
being
attentive.
being on top of your game.
Be
Yeah.
attentive, be polite, and kind, and very, like I said, just attentive. That's the best way I can explain it. I can definitely agree with that. So like, I guess I'm speaking from like a personal perspective. I can definitely agree with you. If you're, not the greatest server, you definitely don't deserve, a good tip. But I'm not saying I'm the best or whatever. I've definitely messed stuff up. It happens. It's just what
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
all
But for the
part of
most
the-
part, I try to give good service. I try to give the best service to everybody. Unless I can tell that you're going to start, like, being mean and, like, being rude and nasty towards me, then
Yeah,
I'm
right
like,
off
oh,
the
yeah,
rip.
boom, it's done. If you start being nasty towards me, I will ignore you, and I will act like you don't exist. Straight up. I don't care.
And I don't know if it's a thing, but I know I try to at least leave somewhat of a decent tip if I go out, because if I come back and you recognize me, you know what I mean?
You're not going to take care of me.
Exactly.
And you're going to tell everybody else at the restaurant, because that's definitely real. Like, 100%. I know faces, bro. And if I see them come in, I tell people that if they're getting sat in their section, I'm like, look, dude, they might take care of you. Maybe they just didn't like me, or maybe I don't know. Maybe they're discriminating against me or something, or whatever it may be. But those people did not tip well.
Yeah.
Don't go out of your way for them.
Yeah.
Give them the service. Take care of them, but do not go out of your way. Don't try to hook them up.
Yep.
So, I definitely agree with that. But in my opinion, like I said, man, $5 is not a tip. It's not a tip, bro. You need to throw more.
No, yeah.
I mean, a 7-piece on 20, that's good. $10, that's
Well,
love.
I mean, a lot of servers, they're only making what, like
$2.13 an hour.
like $2-3 an hour.
$2.13, $2.30.
So you're surviving
stuff like
off
that.
you're surviving off those
Surviving
tips.
off the tips, bro, straight up. And I feel like if, and I'm going to throw it on the other perspective and play devil's advocate. I get it, dude. If you really don't have money and you just want to go to a restaurant because you love it and you got a little extra money, like, dude, I get it, not everybody can tip. I understand that. But in my opinion, I feel like if you can't tip and from the jump, like, dude, I've only got this
Better
much
be hitting
money.
McDonald's or something.
No, I wasn't even going to say that, actually, man. I feel like, straight up, that if you don't have the money and you just want to go get something tasty that you like at a restaurant, it might be your favorite restaurant or something, man. If that's the case and you really don't have the money and from the beginning, I personally feel like you should be straight up. You should just be like, look, man, I'm going to go ahead and be straight up with you from the beginning. I don't have that much money. I really like eating here. I love your guys' food. I can't tip you that well. I just want to be straight up with you from the jump. I would hug that person probably. I'd probably hug him. I'd probably give him a little kiss on the cheek, just give him a little forehead kiss maybe. Hey, what's up, baby? I'd give him the touch of God, I would be on it, bro. I would love it, I would love them, bro. I would take great care of them because they were honest with me. And they told me from the very beginning, like, look, man, I really don't have that much money. Be straight up with people, man. We're all humans, like I'm sure if any person that didn't have that much money and they came into a restaurant and they straight up just talked to somebody and were like, hey, man, I don't have money. I'm sorry, I can't tip you that well. I feel like they get taken care of. I mean, obviously you have people out here who are just, not the best of people, and they're just mean by nature, I guess, or rude by nature or whatever it may be, and they're going to be like, they're going to take offense to that or whatever, whatever the case may be. But, that's the thing of the day for Server Life, baby. And for those of you who haven't been a part of it, I just launched it, so I'm sure nobody's commented yet. But on the website, www.togetherftr.com, you can go under Server Life, under Server Stories. You can hit Read More, and you can add comments of your stories in the food industry, your complaints, your views, etc. So definitely go check that out, guys, and drop a line on there. I really appreciate it. Just dropped some new merch, designed some new stuff last night. We got flip-flops now.
Oh, yeah.
Got the flip-flops.
Boy, gonna have to cop a pair.
You already know, son. We got the flip-flops. We got socks now.
You got something that gonna fit my Fred Flintstone feet, though?
I don't know. I mean, there's a small, medium, and then like a large setting, I'm pretty sure. You have to check the size chart that's on the website. But there's a size chart on the website. If you go click the flip-flops, it'll tell you roundabout what you need to get. And here's the thing. I mean, if you order them and it's not what you need, I mean, just contact us. Just hit me up directly, and I'll get it fixed right then and there. I'll call the company. Boom, we'll get it figured out.
You heard that.
Straight up, 100%. You contact me directly. I don't play no games when it comes to my products, and if it's my mistake or it's the company's mistake, they're gonna pay for it, or I'm gonna pay for it. That's just what it is. Like I believe in good business.
Exactly.
So yeah, like I said, if the size chart's not legit, then it's it is what it is. Contact me directly, and we'll get it fixed. I promise. But anyways, yeah, I got the high top socks, got the flip flops going, and I designed a fanny pack that I'm about to probably get for myself, bro. I'm about to get nasty with it. I'm about to grow a mullet. I'm about to grow a mullet. I'm about to cut all the sleeves off my shirts. And I'm going to cut them down, too, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let it all hang out. I'm going to let people see my ribs, you know what I mean? It's going to get crazy out here. You might get a nip slip. We don't know. You know what I mean? But but anyways, yeah. Getting a mullet. Definitely, jumping on the train. No, I'm just playing. Anyways, I'm just being
Gotta
goofy.
be official
Just
like that man Joe
just,
Dirt, though.
Just being silly. But yeah, definitely go check out the website, guys. Go give me some feedback. Be our first customer, man. Nobody's bought anything yet. Granted, it hasn't even been open a week, so I didn't expect people to be flooding through, But be our first customer, man. Go buy a beanie or something. Go buy something cheap. One of our cheapest things is a T-shirt I designed last night. I think it's like $10 or something. Shipping's like $8 or $10 depending on where you live. So go support us, man. If you guys spend $50 or more. I'll pay for the shipping, straight up, global free shipping over $50, baby. But anyway, so you already know, dude. So next thing we're going to go over is some facts of the day that we were talking about earlier, and we thought they were pretty cool. So the first thing is, and I really was like intrigued by this one, like what fears are humans born with? I thought that was so cool as soon as I saw the thing, I was like, oh, yeah, this is going to be super cool, and it's super interesting, and I really hope you guys like it as well. However, this is a common misconception as people are born with only two fears of falling and of loud noises. These two fears are incorporated in the human DNA and have become a mechanism for survival, which is passed to new generations. That's super cool, bro.
Yeah,
it makes perfect sense, though.
Yeah.
A lot of people are scared of storms. Thunder and stuff. Falling is definitely scary for anybody. I mean, everybody's scared of falling. Nobody wants to fall.
If I fall off anything, you're about to see a trail of brown behind me. Tell you.
But, that's the thing. Like, nobody wants to fall. I mean, yeah, everybody, not everybody, but people skydive and stuff, adrenaline junkies or just random people, but at the same time.
They still got that fear of getting out that plane, I guarantee it.
Not all people, but definitely new people for sure. But my point is like, you're not free falling. You get a parachute, you're strapped to somebody. So, like, straight up falling off of a cliff, terrifying. Nobody's going to be like, yeah, let's do it, Let's, like, I mean, there is people out there that base jump, so, I mean, I can't really say that. There is people who love to fall. But for the most part, everybody I know.
It's that adrenaline, like you said.
Yeah, adrenaline junkies, man. And the thing is, though, like I said, for the most part, I don't really feel like anybody wants to fall. Nobody likes falling.
No.
So that makes perfect sense, dude. That's awesome. Next thing is, how much bigger is the sun than the earth? And this was really cool. I thought this was really awesome. I mean, I'm sure we've been taught this, in middle school or high school or whatever, but I forgot.
Still interesting.
Yeah, I forgot. Like, I didn't know it was this, and these examples were pretty cool. Even though Jupiter is enormous, massive planet, it's much smaller than the sun. The sun accounts for 99.86% of the mass of the solar system. You could fit 109 Earths side by side to match the the diameter of the sun, and it would take 1.3 million planets the size of the Earth to fill it up. Dude, that's crazy. That puts things in a weird perspective of how insignificant our planet really is on a cosmos scale. Obviously, we need to take care of our planet. Don't twist my words here, people, because people get weird and they want to twist my words. Don't twist my words, because I'm all about, environmentalists and, people who are for, trying to clean up the earth, because that's definitely a thing. But I mean, on a cosmos scale, our planet is insignificant. You know what I mean? Like, it just
We're like
really
a
is.
pin drop in a bucket of water.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Last fact of the day is, who was the founder of the modern-day Democratic Party? Do you know who it is?
I honestly couldn't tell you. That's a good
I
one.
wonder if any, I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that can guess it, but I guessed wrong. When I was reading it, I was like, as soon as I saw that thing, I was like, oh, yeah, it's him. No, it's not. Wrong. The Democratic Party traces its origins to the inspiration of the Democratic Republican Party, founded by Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and other influential opponents of the Federalists in 1792. That party also inspired the Whigs and modern Republicans. Pretty crazy. Pretty cool. Little history fact for you guys, you know?
I like that. I like
Pretty
history.
Cool. Oh, yeah, dude. History's
That
awesome.
real history.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, for sure. We love it, bro. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it, baby. Raiders review. You already know. Today we're rating something we've never rated, and we're probably going to start doing different ratings on Raiders review and such. Today we're going to rate our top 3 cereals, and I'll go ahead and kick it off. And the first one I chose, which we both said we love, and I don't know if anybody doesn't love them. I feel like they're phenomenal. But the first one I chose was Honey Smacks.
And
And
that frog on the box.
You
too.
already know, bro.
That's my homie.
He was legit, man. The commercial for the Honey Smacks was awesome, dude. Awesome. The second one is Cocoa Pebbles. Because, dude, if you can eat them before they get too soggy, dude, that's the best. That's like the best chocolatey milk you can get, you know?
I'm not really a big chocolate cereal kind of guy.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I know a bunch of people who don't even like chocolate.
But Fruity Pebbles is,
Fire.
yeah.
They're better than Fruit Loops. I'd probably have to say they're better than Fruit Loops. And I love
Yeah,
Fruit Loops, bro.
I love Fruit Loops.
Apple
too,
Jacks
yeah.
are good too, but
Yeah.
I gotta say Fruity Pebbles. And my last one is actually Honey Bunches of Oats with a banana cut up in it, bro, and some slices. Just
I
because.
get down with that.
Oh god, so good. I ate it last night, bro. Literally, so good.
Eat
bro.
it without the milk, man.
Oh yeah, dry baby, dry. So yeah, those were my 3. My boy Kool-Aid's about to let you know his.
Man, I know whenever it gets around Halloween time, your boy is checking for them blueberries.
Blueberry,
I promise you, blueberry is where it's at.
blueberry, baby.
And then, it was a hard choice,
Excuse me.
but French Toast Crunch had
French
to go
Toast
with
Crunch.
it.
I've never even had it, bro.
Bro, it is amazing.
I bet it's good.
It was big back in the 90s and it fell
Really?
off, and now they started selling it again.
Yeah, I've never had it. I've obviously had Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I've had the
It looks like
the
real
Cinnabon
French.
Crunch or whatever, like with the little cinnamon rolls and
Yeah.
stuff. I don't know if that's a crunch actually. That might just be its own, the Cinnabon one or something. But you know what I'm talking about, little cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, it looks
those
like
are real
cinnamon
good.
rolls.
Yeah, those are real
That
good.
French Toast Crunch looks like actual pieces of French toast.
That's awesome. Heck yeah, dude. I feel like I've seen it maybe, but I definitely haven't had it. I don't
Bro,
remember
they're
having
on
it.
smack, I promise you.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
And then number 3, I like that off-brand Captain Crunch, but Captain Crunch in general, just anything Captain Crunch or.
Great, bro.
But I love that Walmart brand Captain Crunch. Your boy be shopping light, so you know.
Yeah, it's actually really funny that I picked two of mine are honey based and 2 of yours are crunch based. It's funny, bro. Like I was just looking at it, I was like, wow, bro, that's weird. Like, and my third one was almost Honey Nut Cheerios. Like I couldn't go all 3 honey. You know what I mean? Like I gotta branch out a little bit. We're getting a little crazy here. But yeah, that wraps it up for our top 3 cereals, man. The Raiders review, baby. Next thing, we're gonna do our top 3 beers. And I'm going to let my man kick it off and let you know what his beers are.
Well, you already know number 1 had to be the King of Beers.
The King of Beers.
Oh, Budweiser, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Ain't nothing just like, you get home from a hard day of work or something. And,
Get you a little steak, baby.
get
Get you a little ribeye.
some ribeye with some
America.
Budweiser.
Get a Clydesdale to
But
hang out
you,
with.
You just said America.
America.
My second one
Uh-huh.
was around with the founding of America, and we're talking about Yingling.
The very first, or the longest, my bad, not the first, but the longest standing brewery. Like, you know what I mean? The longest standing company that makes booze. And that's Yingling. And that's actually on my list as well. And it's probably my top favorite beer. It's my go-to.
And then
Go-to.
number 3, George Killian's Irish Red.
The old
I don't know,
Killians.
I just one day my friend was like, "Hey, let's try this," and ever since then,
Word. I'm not a big fan of Killians, but I'm real picky when it comes to alcohol. Real picky, bro. I always have been, though. Like, granted, when I was in high school, you drink Natty Light because you're poor and, you get $17.
Just trying to get that quick buzz.
Yeah, $16 for a 30-pack. I mean, dude, come on.
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
You and all the homies
maybe
on that
15 if
nasty
you catch
ice.
a deal. I never got the ice. I would always get the light, because I was looking at my dancer figure and such, trying to keep my legs, on point, But anyways, my three are, Yingling is number one. Then I'm going to go to Fat Tire, bro. Belgium Ale, son. I love it, dude. Fat Tire is so good, man. Especially out of the bottle. Love it, bro. So good out of the bottle, man. Seriously, so good. I don't really like that many beers out of the can, dude. I really don't.
I'm a bottle guy.
Yeah, it's not my thing, man.
When I
Can
started
tastes
going to
weird,
the bar,
bro.
I got spoiled off the tap. So.
Yeah, draft is good, too. I don't really drink it that much, though, man. I really don't. Like, I
I've
just
slowed
don't.
down.
I don't drink beer that much, though. You know what I mean? Like,
I've slowed down on the drinking.
Yeah, I don't really drink in general, honestly. But when I do, I'm very picky. And my third is Sam Adams Oktoberfest because it's great. So
on
good.
The next one, you need
So
to
good.
choose your top 3 Sam Adams.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Oktoberfest is good, but have you ever had the front porch rocker?
No, I haven't
Oh,
actually.
man.
I've had all the seasonals.
Oh man, that
You
is
know.
a seasonal one. That's a
Really?
summer one. Yeah.
Well,
That's
what
a
about?
summer
Well, I was say
seasonal.
you got Cold Snap, you got Summer Ale, and you got Oktoberfest, and I don't know. There's another one I feel like I can't remember.
Well,
what
I
it
know
is.
that it might not be
Cold
a
Snap,
seasonal
Winter
thing, but
Ale,
I know it came with
something
the
like
summer
that.
ale when I.
Yeah,
But I was
It could
also
be
up
like
in
a branch of it.
Massachusetts where it's made.
yeah. It could be a branch off. It could be like like
But if you can get a hold of the front porch rocker, I promise. you.
yeah, dude. I'll definitely have to check that
Promise
out,
you.
man. That sounds
Got-
great
Got that nice lemon zest
for
in it,
sure,
and
dude. That's
It's
awesome.
tasty, bro.
But yeah, those are my top 3 beers, man. If I had to choose, gun to my head, those are my top 3 straight up. Like I said, I'm very picky when it comes to alcohol. Those are my go-tos when I do drink a beer. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, my dude. So today we're gonna be talking about the decrease in what we know as real jobs, and things along that line, like things that are going to be dramatically decreased in the next 15 to 20 years simply because of artificial intelligence coming in and being able to do things more sufficient than a human could, because robots don't need breaks,
even
really.
say sufficient. It'd just be they get the job done a lot quicker, and like you said, they don't need to take a break.
Well, no, it's definitely more sufficient because they don't need to take a break, and they don't need to sleep, and they don't need to eat, and they don't need to do anything. They literally just require maintenance. So therefore, realistically, in my opinion, it's more sufficient. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, though. I feel like, that's the whole thing with the truck drivers, man. Like literally, dude, in the next 15 to 20 years, like all these people that are getting their CDLs to be truck drivers, like I'm
They're
really
gonna be
sorry.
out of a job.
I'm really sorry to tell you guys this is a sad thing, and it's gonna be a sad day when it's not gonna be like one day. It's gonna progressively happen. But once it does, once it's over, it's gonna be just a sad thing, man. Because this is the truth. This is like facts, dude. Okay, Amazon right now has a truck, like multiple trucks, I'm going to assume, but they have a vehicle that is 98% available to drive itself. A semi-truck, okay? The only 2% that's in there, the only things that are in that 2% are they can't, once they get off of freeways, they can't maneuver in town yet, okay? They need a person still. And I think that was the only percentage that they had left to do was like being able to control itself in town. So what they're working on, and what I've read and watched, is like it's gonna be like a video game, bro. It's gonna be like eventually it might get to the point like where, let's say your truck messes up and it gets off the freeway, but it hits the wrong place, and now the GPS is thrown off and the truck is sitting at a red light and everybody's trying to go around it and nobody's in this truck. You know what I mean? Let's say that happens, okay? Yeah. So what they're going to do is it's going to be like a video game. You're just going to have like a controller that you can like you're in the you're
Like
you're in the
VR
truck.
type
Pretty
deal.
much. It's like that. And now you're just like you see everything with all the cameras that are around it and stuff. You're in the vehicle and you're sitting in your office. Boop, 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 boop. Got it back on track. Everything's cool. 98%, man. It's scary, dude. This is scary stuff. It's real sad. You know, there's plenty of other ones that it's gonna happen to. It's not just truck drivers.
Well, no, it's going to be factory jobs.
Factory
and
jobs,
assembly lines.
cashiers.
Yep.
Eventually, depending on how things go, I mean, it's going to take out so many things. Food industry, it's going to hit the food industry hard. You know, like
It's
I
gonna
said,
hit, I believe it's going to hit everything hard.
it will, but it won't. Like I said, there's certain things that
If
do
they can
require
make
humans.
If they can make a truck almost 98%.
Oh, it's 98 right now.
You know, that's what I'm like 98%, and it's
Yeah.
road ready. And
Oh, yeah.
Only thing they got to figure out is that, man. Imagine what they like.
But
all
you're
right,
talking
say
about-
you're paving a road, or you're paving stretches of highway.
Mm-hmm.
You find a way to put that into the paver and the
Yeah.
you're
Right. All the machines they can just do it themselves instead of using humans. Excuse me.
I
You'd
believe
still
it'll
need,
hit
like-
the construction
It probably will.
places hard
It will,
too.
but it's not going to be as soon as the other ones. You know what I mean? Like, you're right. Like, inevitably, it will happen to everything. Like you're talking about. You're absolutely right. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying that I'm going to guess it's going to take a
But
longer
definitely
time for
them
that.
driving jobs.
Oh,
and,
it's
like,
yeah.
If you're
it's
stationary,
it's on the way, bro.
like if you're stationary at a stove cooking,
Yep.
well, we put a robot there that has spatulas, for
5
arms
hands,
and
You know, five arms. You know, literally, and can clone itself. Like
Yeah, pretty much,
Like,
yeah,
it can do
like,
whatever it wants.
all that
literally.
crazy stuff. Yeah,
It is, and that's what's going to happen, man. It's a real scary thing, and like, I don't know. It's a blessing and it's a curse. It's both, man. Because like, yeah, our lives are going to be easier, but it's going to get to the point where it's like, man, you believe those people used to talk to each other? Dude, we're synced right now. We don't have to say nothing, and we know what each other's thinking. It'll get to that point, and it'll get real weird, man. Like, organic communication and organic like events and stuff will be a thing of the past eventually. It really will, man. It'll all be like plug-in, like straight up. Maybe, I don't know. It could get to the point where like, you got that group of people that just hold so strong to it that it never goes away, but it just becomes like
But those will
an
be
outcast.
the social outcast. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It becomes like an outcast. It becomes like that's the weird thing to do.
they're gonna
like
be
that.
looked down upon.
Yeah, straight up. It could go like that too. I don't know, man. It's a weird thing, and like I said, everybody doesn't realize. Not a lot of people. I'm not saying everybody, but not a lot of people realize what's really about to happen. Like it's really gonna be sooner than we think. I'm gonna say in the next 15 to 20 years, you're gonna see a dramatic change throughout all jobs. Mm-hmm. But like you got jobs like
I think some might happen sooner than that.
maybe. Well, it will. But what I mean by 15 and 20 years is like, so
Gonna be a drastic.
that's pretty much what I mean. Like it's starting now. You got like the the Teslas that drive themselves, stuff like that. You got these trucks that can probably drive themselves and do all that. So what I mean by that is like the jobs are already being taken. In 15 to 20 years, it's going to be like
Really
next to
find a
none.
job.
Next to none. You're going to have like 1,000 truck drivers in the whole world. You know what I mean? Like something along those lines. Or like you're going to have just people who man the trucks when they go down or something. Yeah, it's coming, dude. It really is, man. And people need to realize, and it's so sad for the people that have been, dude, you can't change the rules up on people when they're 50 years old. Imagine a guy who's 50 years old right now.
Stuck in his ways or something.
He's been driving a truck since he was 20. All right, we're talking 30 years, longer than we've been alive, all right? So this guy's been driving a truck since he was 20 years old. He lives on the road. He's lived his whole life driving a truck, and he can't retire yet because, whatever. The company he works
Got
for
another
doesn't.
5 years or something.
Yeah, he's got 5. He's got 10 left or something. And then he's paid so much into his 401k or whatever it may be that he set up for himself or his company did. He can get out, okay? What if, he gets laid off? What's he going to do? What's this man going to do? How is he going to support himself and pay for his things, man? It's going to happen, dude, and it's horrible. And like I said, man, the world is going towards like engineers and jobs like that, and that's cool, man. Like I said, I'm down with that. To evolve, it's going to have to happen. But, dude, you're going to leave a lot of people. You're going to create a lot of poverty that way. You're going to create – it's going to be a class war. It really will. It'll be class wars, man. Like everybody thinks like, they're trying to like the media is trying to like get us into this race war. Nah, man, it's not about race. It's not about religion. It's not about any of that. It's about rich versus poor, straight up when it comes down to it. I mean, we're looking at rich versus poor throughout all of time. Look at every single, from the beginning of time, it's always been the rich versus the poor. Robin Hood. It's a perfect example of somebody who was, on the outs and, was telling the story of it pretty much and trying to, I don't know, help people, man. Like, and you got stories like that throughout time that are the truth. And we've always been in a war with the rich, I guess. It's just crazy, man. We're being blinded by other things that we think are the truth. Like I said, like they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a race war. They're trying to pin us against each other, and I just disagree, man. But we just wanted to spread a little light on the decrease of jobs that's gonna happen in the next couple years, and just getting scary, people. Look into this stuff, man. And I'm not just making stuff up. I know what I'm talking about a little bit. So something to look into, guys.
It's just scary stuff, man.
Yeah, it really is. Next thing we're going to talk about today, which was actually something that Kool-Aid had brought to my attention that was super cool. I'm going to let you go first, actually. If you had to choose two superheroes to fight each other who have never fought before, who would it be?
The Hulk and the Thing.
Crucial, bro. The Thing is awesome. The Fantastic Four movies sucked.
He was my favorite out of them, though.
Really? Yeah, he's probably my favorite too, actually. I don't know. The Human Torch is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I like him, but the Thing was my favorite.
Yeah, he's pretty legit. But the Thing and like the cartoons and stuff, he was super cool. I read a couple of his comics, not that many, but he was definitely super cool, man. But the Hulk would destroy him, definitely.
Yep.
He's done.
Well, I mean, Google answered that question for me anyways.
Yeah, those of you who don't know, the Hulk is one of the most powerful entities in the MCU. Actually, I don't say MCU because that's the cinematic universe. What I mean is the Marvel universe in general. He is one of the most powerful entities, and he never stops. Pretty much. I mean,
the madder he gets, the stronger he gets.
Yeah, you can't stop him. And he's went through like evolutions, like Red Hulk and stuff like that. Like he changes into other Hulks and like went through different stages of the Hulk. Yeah, that's a pretty cool fight, man. If I had to choose two. And, I'm probably going to take from the DC universe and the Marvel universe and kind of collide them. And, oh, man, I really don't know what would be a great fight. I'd probably say, because I'm trying to think of like a challenging fight. Not like a fight that I would want to see just because somebody's going to get worked on. So, I'm going to say Deadpool versus... I'm going to say Deadpool versus Batman. I'd want to see that. Because, granted...
That would be a good one.
Granted, Deadpool can't really die. Like, he keeps regenerating, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, Batman is tactical. He's very, very tactical, and he always figures out ways to, get people. So, like, maybe he wouldn't kill him because he doesn't really kill people. He's only killed a couple people throughout all of his, legacy. Like, there's been parts in cartoons and stuff like that, but, like, for the most part... he's pretty honorable. He's pretty justice, bound. So, yeah, he only killed a couple people, man. So I'd probably say, him and Deadpool would be a really sweet fight because they're both, like, ninjas, But Deadpool uses guns, so, like, it throws on a different spin. Batman doesn't use guns, but he has weapons that are kind of like guns, Yeah. So, like, I just feel like it'd be super, super cool to see them go into it.
That would definitely be. That'd definitely
awesome.
Be nice. And if that movie comes out...
Bro, you better hit us up. We trying to get that copyright, son. Trying to get it all the way together, bro. So, yeah. I don't know, man. I've been thinking about a couple of different things that I wanted to, bring onto the website as well with that server stories I'm thinking about. Yeah. I want to do it... where people send in videos, like they can, like you don't have to, like you can go comment on the tab as well.
Yeah.
And, you can go drop your story and type it out. But if you don't have the time to type and you're not a great typer or, great speller, your grammar isn't that well, your punctuation isn't that good, then I want people to you could just do videos, man. Like they can send me videos in and what I'll do is, once I get, the new webcam and I get it set up to where I can really go through the scenes well and flip back and forth and figure things out, to run my video software. What I'll do is I'll just play their videos, you know what I mean? Like on the episode, literally, and let people see them and stuff. and talk about what they talk about, just share their stories, So anybody wants to send some videos in for the server stories, you don't have to be a server. You can be back of house, food industry, fast food, anything, man. Food truck, I don't even care. Just, send me something through. I'm just trying to hear some stories, man. But yeah.
Man, I got some crazy ones. I've done been around, took my tour around, well, I ain't going to say the whole country, but,
Yeah.
I've been around.
Yeah, most of the East Coast for sure.
Like Tupac. Yeah, I've been out west too, though.
Really? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been. I mean, the furthest west I've been was Colorado. It was a lot of fun though, for sure.
I was out in Colorado, Wyoming.
Yeah, I've never been to Wyoming.
The only reason I went to Wyoming though is because we was right on the border in Fort
Yeah.
Collins.
Yeah, that's legit. Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I've never been that far west. I'm definitely trying to travel soon though, man. Like, it's just expensive to travel and stuff. So
I think
like,
everybody needs to
it's good. It's good. I feel like it's good to get out
see
of the
stuff
country.
you've never seen. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah. Not only to experience stuff, but to realize that you're not in the bubble. You don't live in this little bubble in this town. You think, like the world is a big place. Like, it's big, but it's small. I know it sounds weird, but it's the truth. Like, it's big, but it's small. But at the same time, I mean, it's good to experience life and to be cultural. To be well versed in your culture and stuff.
To
and
experience the diversity of the world,
to
man.
just see how things are, man, because the world is not what you think. A lot of people think stuff that might not be what it really is. And it's crazy because how much the world has changed in the sense of what we know about it. And what I mean by that is, think about it in like the 90s, like in the 90s, dude, nobody really knew what war was like unless you went to war.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, before that, obviously people didn't know. But I'm saying, like, that's probably the last time people really didn't know what was up. But then you start getting the internet, and you start getting like, camera phones and people like, taking pictures and videos of crazy stuff. And then like the world, like you're starting to see stuff, man. Like, the media is showing you things that are like crazy intense, and they're starting to really open you up and let you know about what's happening in the world, like the real world, what's really going on out here. And I feel like that part of human history was such a big, milestone, I guess you could say. Because now you could be any random person and you can know everything about war and never even been. You can know everything about it, down to how to fire a weapon, how to kill somebody, where to shoot people, stuff like that, whatever it may be. You can learn everything about it, man. It's crazy to think. It's crazy to think. Like I said, man, it's just it's so weird that milestone happened in our lifetime. It's cool. It's a cool thing. It's weird, and it's kind of a bad thing too, but it's a good thing at the same time.
You said it's a blessing and a curse.
It is. It really is. A lot of things that have happened in our lifetime have been, just that, and it's wild, man. It really is. It's crazy stuff. But yeah, guys. Once again, I apologize for the last episode and the episode before. I hope this one's not lagging. It's looking like it's good. I just wanted to talk about it again and tell you guys to go check out the website. Make sure to go there, buy some merch, go check out the server stories, drop a comment, go look at the knowledge tab. It's like a blog pretty much, just straight up knowledge, teaching you things, me learning them myself as well as I post them. A lot of cool stuff on the website for you guys to engage with. And like I said, it's www.togetherftr.com. And you can watch the episodes on there as well. They're all posted onto there. It's actually linked through YouTube. So, they're all on there. And they're great quality besides the last two ones, because I messed up. And still learning, guys. I'm sorry about that. But, www.togetherftr.com. This is episode 25. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to tune out, baby. So y'all stay blessed. Have a great night. Make sure to share, like, and comment on this. Let us know some things you might want us to talk about next time. If you want to be a guest, hit me up. We'll talk about it and get you in here. Just let me know, guys. Y'all have a blessed night.